Astrology started as observation of the universe, measurements of time, and interconnection of events. These are simultaneously and not consecutive observations. When the ancient man observed the surrounding, he began to see the periodicity of the events around him. First was the periodicity of day and night, then the season cycle of the season, that is, when the sky looks a certain way in the same day's time training starts when the sky look at us. There are so many perceptions and theories about the origins of the astrology. As advancements can always happen in science, going back in time is possible when it comes to history. We never know when a particular historical record will get disproved. Everything started with man's ability to observe the celestial bodies, their movements and their impact on earthly bodies. Indian astrological tradition took good shape in antiquity as the world moved into the common era. Major astrological texts such as Yavana Jatka, Barihat Jatka, Barihat Samhita, Barihat Parashara Horasastra, and Sarvali were written by Saifujid Vija. India enjoyed a continuous astrological tradition without having many interruptions despite multiple invasions. With a little bit of knowledge transfer from Greek and Persian traditions, Indian astrology still remains the same as it was 2000 years before. An interesting fact that is not known by many is that astrology first came into the picture when things were so disorganized that it had become necessary to invent something that could bring sense and order in the system. This was the reason for the origin of astrology, but later the planetary movement were studied to predict the climatic changes and the effect that it would have on farming activities. When the weather predictions turned accurate, people started using it for prognosticating the upcoming disasters and natural phenomena that proved to be extremely helpful to the masses. And from there it entered the royal court, which was used for the council of kings and the nobility. Through the ages, astrology has been passed on from generation to generation and now it has reached the common man. In the 21st century, astrology has become an approachable practice not just limited to the royalty, but rather a domain that can help guide an individual onto the path of success and fame. Interestingly, the development of astrology in various areas was dependent on the available circumstances. For example, in India and Africa, the clean, open and readable sky was available almost all around the year. Astrology developed in Russia and Europe, palmistry developed, and so on. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on post notification so you'll never miss any for future fascinating and interesting videos like that one. So stay tuned for viewing that kinds of the videos in the future.